My favorite pizza is Riverside. Favorite poutine? Louis. Putin. Putin. That's right, Joe. Poutine. No. No way. Poutine? Here's a booger for you. Go eat it. They don't give a fuck about you. Nobody does. You're pathetic. And you're building your own karma. Another loser with no life. Thanks, Emily. Oh. Another loser with no life.
You're the one with no life.
Thanks, Emily.
You're the good for your ass.
Foodie Beauty reaction channel.
Foodie Beauty reaction channel. Foodie Beauty reaction channel.
Foodie Beauty reaction channel. Foodie Beauty reaction channel. Foodie Beauty reaction channel. Foodie Beauty reaction channel. Foodie Beauty reaction channel. Foodie Beauty reaction channel. Foodie Beauty reaction channel. Foodie Beauty reaction channel.
Chantal, she carries the weight of the world on her shoulders. Chantal, she carries the weight. Chantal, she carries the weight of the world on her shoulders. Chantal, 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 Chantal,
Welcome, y'all. This one is called Cat Karma, and it involves Chantal doing something stupid to cause her cat to have a slip and fall, and then her saying something mean to Hussy, and her talking about karma, and then later in the same evening, the other cat, BBJ, sneezes in Chantal's face. Instant cat karma, and there's still a lot more going on than just that, including my title screen, and I would like to say, stop looking at it!
Like, fuck off and leave me alone, Jesus. Like, fuck off already, Jesus. I mean, there's definitely a dark side to capitalism. Just because you, like, you know, have to buy things doesn't mean... Like, it's the greed, right? You know, definitely a dark side to capitalism. It's the greed, right? Definitely a dark side to capitalism, you know. Any future potential sponsorships, I'm going to warn them ahead of time that I have a huge fan base who actually buy a lot of their shit. Definitely a dark side to capitalism, you know. It's the greed, right?
Chantal turns on the running water, scares Sam when he's in a bad spot, and then because she has covered the kitchen island with so much bric-a-brac, he misses his jump, and it's all her fault that he fell and hurt himself. Dang! We gotta stop it right here! Just a few seconds in. I can tell why they call you the Foodie Beauty. I mean, maybe you could, like, oh, I don't know, shower, you know. Let's just carry on with it, because you are the Foodie Beauty, and you don't have to shower. You know what's gonna make you? It's gonna, you know what's gonna, you know what's gonna make up for it? Play with your greasy hair, because playing with your greasy hair and trying to fix it with your greasy hands, and that's just gonna make it more greasy. Then again, maybe if you do it, it'll do something different. Y'all go for it now.
Hi, guys.
While you were sitting there playing with your greasy hair with your greasy hands and just barely trying to stay awake, I was saying to myself, this here is the queen of entertainment. And I said to myself, you know, what's the one thing she can do to make things better? Start using her fake fucking voice. That's it. Yiggies! Yeah, now it just got, like, you know, double better. It's really good entertainment now. I mean, now in a greasy heap of blubber, it just has to start saying, "Higgies!" I just love it when you put on your fake personality. Well, actually, I don't, so let's just fast forward through some of this.
Oh, God. I have too much makeup on. What's the plan for the life? Nothing. It's the greed, right? 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 It's the greed. I am stressed, yeah.
She carries the weight of the world on her shoulders.
I'm definitely stressed. Life sucks. Yeah, it can. It can at times, eh? What did I do today? Laid down all day.
She carries the weight of the world on her shoulders. She carries the weight of the world on her shoulders.
Hi, Yolanda. I wish I had something to drink. I guess I'll have some water.
My favorite drink is cold water. Cold water, cold water. All day long, I have this great big coldie. I drink cold water. My drink of choice is cold water. What I drink all day long, cold water. Cold water.
I didn't cook my HelloFresh stuff. I don't want to give them free publicity for nothing. It's the greed, right? It's the greed, right? It's the greed, right? I already did that. It's the greed, right? All right. how much do feeders pay me? Are you jealous? I'm gonna see how I feel after eating this homemade lasagna.
So with you already close to 500 pounds, you're gonna eat a tub of lasagna just to find out how it makes you feel. With logic like that, we can all understand why you have never lost any weight ever since you've been on your channel. All you've done is gain.
So what I did was I put a layer of sauce, layer of noodles, the ricotta mixture, more noodles, sauce now. It's light cheese. Sam?
Now here is where Sam the cat is going to make a jump for the kitchen island, and he misses. He wipes out and he hits himself on the chair, and then he falls to the hard floor. It's all Chantal's fault, and I'll tell you why. It's because she trains them to go on the counter in the island, and she teases them there with treats and food. So he's on the chair and he's thinking about, well, I think I'm going to jump for the island. And she's put so much bric-a-brac on the island that he's got to think, well, where the heck am I going to go? And guess what? Everybody knows that cats do not like water. Now, Sam is just sitting there thinking about it, and then she turns on the dang water and scares him. Watch, he jumps a little bit as soon as she turns on the water, and the cat knows because she's running a lot of water, he might get sprinkled. So that's what he's jumping away from. And Chantal calls herself a cat mom. She don't even know that cats don't like water, and they don't like it sprinkling and splashing and going all over the place and getting the cat wet. She scares him, and then he jumps and he wipes out because she did that and because there's too much junk on the island. Here we go. And there's going to be replays, too.
Oh my god.
Sam is probably thinking to himself, if this chair gives up the ghost right now, she's gonna fall on me and I'll be a pancake.
And then he's like, he's like anti-capitalism, so. And this is a good example of why, so he's not wrong.
There is not too much worse than creatures who enjoy all the benefits of a system while attacking it at the same time. Chantal, let me speak directly to your silly clown ass because I know you're going to be watching this. Canada is a capitalist country and was before you were even born. United States of America is capitalist. And if it was not for capitalism, all them consumer items behind you wouldn't be there. You couldn't let your fingers do the walking through Amazon and get yourself a haul every now and then. All the products that you can have, thanks to capitalism. There wouldn't be any Netflix. There wouldn't be any Hollywood to fill Netflix with, so you can roll around there in Canada and you can watch movies on Netflix all day long. There wouldn't be no Pizza Hut. There wouldn't be no Little Caesars. There wouldn't be no McDonald's or Burger King, Wendy's, and Arby's all competing for your business. You would not have many vehicles to select from. There wouldn't be any torrid halls. And you wouldn't have an income if not for capitalism. You're the worst part of it. Because not only are you on this platform and you attack YouTube on a regular basis and put it down, you also attack the whole United States of America and the capitalistic system for which it comes from. YouTube included. And you sit there, you smarmy Canadians, like, well, capitalism is wrong. There you go. Then why don't you get off YouTube if you hate capitalism so much? If it was not for capitalism, you would not have money for your nice little townhouse. You wouldn't have a car of your own. You wouldn't have insurance. You wouldn't afford them cats either. You are unemployable and have admitted it. You hate people. You hate working for people. And without capitalism, you would be on Canada, Ontario welfare, getting $733 per month. And you would be living in a rooming house in a basement somewhere, living on generic, not name brand, generic Kraft mac and cheese dinner. And living on Kool-Aid and drinking out of a water tap and sleeping in a closet and sharing a fridge and having no cats and no car and then going to get your welfare check by waiting at the bus stop and having to squeeze yourself into the door and out the door and falling out of it into the street because you don't have the luxury of climbing around with your own car. That is your own private transportation to have. So you sit there and you sneer at capitalism. You should get down on your knees and thank capitalism. It's given you everything that you've got. Because you are not having any chance to contribute to society outside of having capitalism. This is a fun platform, a lot of creative people. You're just here to cater to a bunch of freaks and weirdos. And you proved that when you went to OnlyFans. That's the worst part of capitalism. This here is just supposed to be for creative people, here for a good time and some entertainment too. And you are a pervert. I say, hey, you want to see me do some dirty stuff? I'm on OnlyFans. And you actually got away with using YouTube as a place to have you tell people to go to another platform. That's a little bit capitalistic of yourself, don't you think? You want a whole bunch of extra money? That's what you did. And you took that money, you didn't even provide a product or service for it. So my advice to you, and especially to Pete's, because you both hate capitalism and you both hate United States of America, why are you on YouTube making money on this platform? Why don't you get off YouTube because you hate capitalism so much, and you and Pete's get yourself on a slow boat to Cuba, and you stay in Cuba, and there will be no YouTube. And there won't be any of this nonsense of you, I'm going to complain about this, I'm going to complain about that. You're not going to complain about anything. And you just stay there and live in a communist paradise. And you try to get a torrid hall when you want one. You try to get McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, Arby's fighting for your little bees and ass when you get a craving for something. It is not there. So why don't you fuck off to a communist country and stay there? Or shut the hell up and don't you dare put down capitalism ever again. You dang, stupid, useless hypocrite.
You know? Oh, really? No one in particular, Jaja, just everybody. Shh. Yeah, J-Rod. Well, that's the society we live in. I mean, there's definitely a dark side to capitalism. Just because you, like, you know, have to buy things doesn't mean, like, it's the greed, right? You know, screwing over poor people and stuff like that. Hi, Julie B.
Notice her voice when she was putting down capitalism? Screwing over poor people and stuff like that. And then when she got some money in front of her, she instantly went to her fake voice. Hey, Julie B! What a hypocrite. What a phony, a fake she is. Yeah, well, screwing over poor people. Did you get enough super chats? 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 How did you manage to earn them super chats? You're sitting on your 500-pound ass. You're barely awake, and you make money thanks to capitalism. You got a problem with that? Demonetize yourself. Let everybody else have the money. You don't want it? It's capitalism, the dirty system, screwing over poor people, stuff like that. Heck, if you weren't taking all that money, there'd be more for everyone else, you communist. Share the wealth, communist. You demonetize yourself, that means there'll be a whole lot more super chats for all the rest of us. Because you don't want any part of it. You hate capitalism, right? It's all just about screwing over poor people. Then, of course, when the time comes for you to get easy money, I'm pretending I'm something I'm not. I'm playing a character. It's not the real Chantal at all. Get out of here, you communist white trash hypocrite.
But yeah, I buy from Amazon. Pete's never does. You have silence tomorrow? He does eat McDonald's, but... Stop beezing, Felix.
Do you realize that you are not doing anything besides sitting there and pushing out farts quietly and breathing? And because you're not doing anything, you are actually putting yourself to sleep. And because you are white trash, you yawn because you were raised like an animal and you have no manners. And you know what? Once you become an adult, you can decide, well, it looks like I'm missing some manners. I'm going to take care of that. And you do not. You just sit there and do nothing besides quietly pushing out farts and breathing, and you are getting paid for it. And you and Pete's are a couple of stupid, hypocrite, fucking assholes who need to shut up and take a seat. Take a seat. Because what you have to offer is worthless. No one's going to pay you for this. Thanks to YouTube, you have connected with an audience of weirdos who have nothing better to do with themselves than to watch another loser. And that makes you money. You could just sit there and do nothing except yawn. And you get money for it thanks to capitalism. That is why both you and Pete need to shut up and take a seat. The two of you clowns need to take a seat.
Yep. Yeah, that's the problem, Nita. They don't have, like... The rich pretty much are rich because they take advantage of the poor. Like, you know... in a lot of ways. And I personally believe after a certain amount of money, it just becomes immoral to keep all that to yourself. Like, what do you need billions and billions of dollars for while, like, so many people in the world are suffering? You know what I mean? I don't know. But
This here is what happens when you're stupid Canadian white trash and you vape THC all the time, and then you sit there with nothing else to do, and then you just start babbling. Oh, well, all the big companies, it's immoral. Okay, how do you put food on your table? How do you put all kinds of delicious fast food on your table, delivered right to your table because you're too lazy to go get it yourself? It's all from a great big billionaire company. And if YouTube was not a big, strong company making big moves and being powerful and having a huge audience, you would not have a piece of that audience to have money from. So if that bug you, then why not demonetize yourself? Isn't it immoral for you to be taking money from this big, big company? How about you get a job and work for a living? How about you try that? Why did you take all that money from all them folks on OnlyFans? Let me tell you how capitalism works. You offer a product or service and you take the money first, you gotta deliver that product or service. What did you say? I'm keeping the money. Too bad. It was only after folks started showing some anger that you said, okay, I'll give you your refund. You have to ask for it, though. No, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to give everybody their money back because you ripped them off. Because you promised to provide a product and a service and you didn't do it after you took all the money. So really, you stop talking. Or if you're not going to stop talking, just take a moment, Chantal, to appreciate how very lucky that someone such as yourself is. Some stupid creature, I should say. That you can just sit around the house, play with your greasy hair, and somehow thousands of dollars show up in your bank account every month. And then you can just keep ordering more delicious fast food, do more THC vape, babble to yourself, and play with your greasy hair, and talk total bullshit from you and that clown Pete's. The two of you should just get off the platform or do it for no charge at all. How about you try that?
that's my opinion. Poutine. My favorite pizza is Riverside. Favorite poutine? Louise. Poutine. English people pronounce it poutine. It's poutine. Any French person will tell you that. Poutine, 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 Putin. Putin. That's right, Joe. Poutine. No, no way. Poutine, poutine. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose.
So because you can barely move from that chair, and you don't want to push yourself out of the shot, and you don't have any intelligence to know that you'll probably be in the shot, and you won't take the safe route, which is to push yourself away from it, or, dare I suggest, stand up and walk a few feet away, there's probably a good chance that Chantal is gonna blow her nose right there on the video and do that.
Okay.
Thanks for sharing that moment, Chantal. It was really considerate of you to do so.
You have a cute nose. Yes. Yes.
Diagnosis for which one? For diabetes? Hi, Raquel. Still not technically, no. I'm just gonna relax on the couch later and for which ailment, yeah. I'm not sure if we're gonna play Mario Party. I'm kind of tired. Hi, Louise. Sorry. How can I forget you? When is the next episode of 1,000 Pound Sisters? Okay, Joe, but don't just delete whatever you think is bad. I said only hate. I don't want to have to unmod people, but that's the problem. I think pansexual just means like, because yeah, wouldn't that be bisexual? One more sip. Yes, what a fine taste. Well, here it is. How does it look?
It looks like for these past years that you're always talking about going on a weight loss journey, that your personal ultimatums to lose the weight are all some sort of practical joke. It looks like you're a really big troll. It looks like you're manipulating your audience. It looks like all of your titles about weight loss are clickbait. It looks like you're a bad YouTuber, and it looks like you're a bad excuse for a human, you lying creature.
Beauty Beat! Damn it.
Ooh. That's a sour pickle. Putting it back. Ooh. Like, you're creeping me out. Like, I'm gonna need a restraining order. This person follows me, like, harasses me, and I know it's from them, and they just use different accounts. Like, stop fucking harassing me.
Go make an appointment to see a psychiatrist. On second thought, make an appointment to see 2 psychiatrists. Because Miss Hussey is not leaving the United States of America to come to Canada and is following you for the maybe one time in a week you might leave the townhouse to go get something. He isn't hanging around wherever you are. Having an opinion on you is not harassment. Having a reaction on your material is not harassment. You don't understand what harassment is. You're just a toddler who's crazy and who really needs to be supervised. I mean, someone such as yourself should not be allowed to handle a YouTube account. It's for adults. It's not for silly toddlers to have.
I know my counter's messy. Oh well.
Chantal, she carries the weight.
Pete should be done work soon, and maybe he can say hi, and then... See the scar tissue? It's kind of gross. I had a lip piercing here years ago. So... Chaffle. Fuck chaffles. Hi, Hi, Travonda. Yeah, I wanted to see if the lasagna would bug me.
The first thing is we could say, wow, you were really stupid. Second thing is like, no, even though you are stupid, you are smart enough to manipulate your audience and keep the money coming in. So, there's the manipulation. So it's like, oh, really, I wanted to find out if the lasagna would bug me. So I ate it. It was 3,200 calories. I just wanted to know. Well, I just wanted to know if a 6 cheese extra large pizza will bug my stomach. So I'm going to eat that too. And, let's see. I want to have 6 double cheeseburgers. I want to find out if it's going to bug me. I got like, let's see, 10 chocolate bars left and 2 bags of chips. I just want to eat it all to see if it bugs my stomach, to see what it does. Yeah. I'm on a weight loss journey too.
I think the meal was missing some stuff, but I'm not really that hungry, honestly.
Honestly, which is a word you should not be allowed to use. So, like, honestly, what the meal was missing was a salad, right? That's what it was. You needed that salad. And then you would have had everything. And then it would have magically only been like 200 calories once you added that to it. Right, idiot?
I'm honestly just tired. This is medical tape. I don't think it'll work.
How do you know that, Chantal, if you don't want to give it a try? Ferme la bouche! Get that tape and wrap it around your mouth and be quiet. We all know that your audience is not here to listen to you talk. I mean, nobody's there for the thoughts of Chantal. If you're not shoving your face full of junk food, just sit there and take your seat and be quiet. So go on, put that tape around that stupid mouth of yours, so no one has to listen to your idiotic words. Go try it.
High blood pressure, that's true, it could be. Like, fuck off and leave me alone, Jesus. That's what I'm saying, I need to get like a friggin' restraining order on this person. Like, seriously, I think I'm gonna report their channel again for bullying and harassment. They got it taken down. Their original channel got taken down for extremely violating I'm gonna email my representative of YouTube about that.
Make sure to report yourself too, Chantal, because on March 3rd, 2021, while Yaba was doing a live stream and having a support group meeting, you broke the terms of service and tried to use your channel as a weapon to organize an attack against another YouTube creator. And then after you did it, you simply deleted it and you pretend it's not there. Well, you keep doing that. Because YouTube is your chief source of income, of course, when you're not using YouTube to direct people to your OnlyFans scam thing. And do you think that just by deleting something, that it's gone? It ain't. And I hope you do report, folks, because then maybe YouTube will do the hard work. It'll be a real pain in the ass to do it, that they have to do the digging and go through all the things you've been deleting over the past few years, breaking the terms of service. And poof, the Chantal channel will be gone. So just keep doing it. If you think that a private company has to give you its internal policies, you are wrong. But then again, you don't understand capitalism anyway, do you? Just because you delete it doesn't mean that it's gone. If you say something criminal and you delete it and you think, there you go, it is all gone. It is gone and nobody will get it. If the police had to dig something up, then they would find it. And if you keep abusing YouTube and abusing the terms of service, sooner or later you get your whole channel taken away. So just keep doing it, clown. You just keep doing it because you cannot have an income any other way, and you will be on welfare where you belong.
Because it's just ridiculous. Like, fuck off already. Jesus. This is beyond this is just beyond, like, reaction channels. This is like a fucking 60-year-old bully. Friggin' weirdo. Obsessed. Jesus. And, like, they just made another account, so I didn't bother to strike it, but I think I'm gonna report it. Well, he can react to this. You're a loser with a bad wig, and you're obsessed, and you're creepy. And the next time you send a cease and desist, learn how to fucking spell. Loser. Jesus. You know you're winning at life when you're 60, and you're wearing a friggin' party store wig, making fun of a friggin' 36-year-old woman. Overweight woman, and then pigging out, like, doing mukbangs yourself and pigging out. You're an idiot.
And you know that you are a winner at life when you have accomplished nothing in more than 36 years. And when you speak, you don't sound like an adult. You sound like a silly teenager. And all you talk about is teenager stories, and they're all pointless or sad or stupid or disgusting. The only way you have an income is to sit and eat and to sit and eat, and you're in a rented townhouse and live with a beta male. Check yourself.
You have issues, man. You're scary, and I'm getting a restraining order on you. Frig.
First thing, idiot, is that you cannot get a restraining order against Miss Hussey. Because Miss Hussey has not left the United States of America to follow you from place to place, to pester you at your door, to hang around your car, to wait for you to go get mail. He's not phoning you. He's not sending you letters that are harassing in nature. You don't have anything. He's not harassing you. You don't know what bullying is. You don't know what harassment is. You need to fermer la bouche. You need to be quiet. Toddlers need to be quiet at times. Like, if you want to go, I want food. Well, I mean, you're like some kind of an abomination because you are an adult's body and the mind of a toddler, and you can have candy and junk food, whatever you want. I want it. It comes to the house, and you get it. You just need to stop talking. Put some food into your pie hole, and aside from that, stop talking. You cannot get a restraining order against somebody who is not criminally harassing you. Furthermore, idiot, every time you talk and you're angry, which is most of the time, you sound like a stupid, know-nothing child as it is. You can't get a restraining order. You're Canadian, clown. And what you are speaking of is a peace bond. Restraining orders are for married couples who have gotten divorced, or they were a couple, and it's usually the woman wanting the man to stay away. That's a restraining order between a couple that is broken up. And what you're looking for is a peace bond. No judge in Canada, where you will have to file, is going to give you a peace bond against somebody else in another country who's just criticizing you on YouTube like you criticize everybody else. You are a colossal idiot.
Anyways. Exactly, Marissa. They want a reaction because they have nothing better to do. They don't have any content of their own. Never mind, Annie. I don't want to say it. I don't want to give them attention.
You are hilarious. All all you ever say is that I hate all you people. I hate my fans. You're so nosy. You're invading my privacy. And then you say, hey guys, you want to hear about some private dirty details about my life? I'm here. I got more of them. And then you say, I'm not going to react to drama on this channel ever again. And then you create drama on your channel all the time. And the other thing you do is you say, oh, I'm sick with this, I'm sick with that, I'm not sick with anything. Who said that I was? Leave me alone. Why don't you all just leave me alone and stop bothering me, my channel? Yes, you are crazy, alright? That's all you do on this platform is gaslight, 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 gaslight. And you're doing it right now. I'm being harassed. I'm being criminally harassed. You don't even know what you're talking about. And it's in the YouTube policy that reactions are allowed. So sit there, I'm bully, harassment. Be quiet, toddler. Be quiet, toddler.
Just like, that's beyond hater. That's like stalker creep. You know what I mean?
Yes, we do know what you mean. And that is, you are crazy. Miss Hussey is not a stalker. He's in the United States of America. He hasn't even crossed the border. A stalker is following you from place to place. I mean, it doesn't matter how many times it gets explained to a toddler such as yourself. I mean, you're so ridiculous. I mean, on your best day, you sound like a 12-year-old. There's no stalking going on. I'm being stalked. I'm being criminally harassed. From a reaction video?
Like, yeah.
Yeah. Freak. Seriously? Honestly? Yeah. Freak. Seriously? Honestly? Chantal, do you think that by filling your juvenile conversation with juvenile buzzwords and mannerisms that you make your argument? You do not. If you didn't have this income, you would be curled up next to a curb, living out of a tent, saying, they're coming to get me, they're coming to get me. Oh, what is this? They're coming. Oh, what are you talking? There's a man in the internet coming to get me. He's coming to get me. Tell us what's going on. He's stalking me. He's harassing me. He's bullying me. I'm being bullied. Okay. Chantal, what are you talking about? Look at my iPhone. Look, you see him? There he is on my iPhone. He's coming to get me. He's coming to get me. Chantal, you need to have an intervention done. You need to be pulled away from that camera. And you need to get some help, too.
Oh, it's you. Come here. Report the GoFundMe for fraud.
Does that make you laugh, Chantal? There is no joy in your laughter. You are bitter and mean. That is why you speak it live on your channel, and you're telling people, go report the GoFundMe for fraud. What fraud is there? She is asking for a little help and being totally honest with what's going to be bought with the money. How is that a fraud? Like, are you jealous that Miss Hussey has fans that love her? And if she says, I need a little help, she gets exactly what she needs in a couple of days. $1,900 USA money?
So the 27-inch, and there's some questions I have to ask you to make sure we get the right one.
There you were, Chantal, asking your fans to report the GoFundMe for fraud. And maybe it'll work, and it'll get all shut down, and all the money will go back to all the people who donated it. And there won't be anything for Miss Hussey to have, because of Chantal reporting.
Report the GoFundMe for fraud.
All because of Chantal using her channel as a weapon. It did not work.
Report the GoFundMe for fraud. 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 Report the GoFundMe for fraud.
And what do you have to do? Con people on OnlyFans by acting like a pig and a pervert. Are you jealous? You jealous that Miss Hussey has an audience that loves her and the biggest part of your audience is hate watching on what you do? And then there's the fetish freaks, and then there's a small, sad portion that are overweight slobs just like yourself, and they see themselves in what you do. You jealous? Bitter.
Hi. Oh.
By this point, Chantal is finding out from her fans that Hussey is live at the same time and is running her live stream and reacting to it all at the same time. That's why Chantal's starting to look angry.
Another loser with no life.
This is what Chantal do with her channel. She sits around and does live streams that go for 5 and 6 hours long straight. And just sits there and insults people and tells them to F off. And she thinks that everybody else has no life. And what she talks about a lot is karma. And for a person who's mean and always doing bad things like false copyright strikes and false flags and making racist insults towards a black woman and being anti-Semitic too towards DC Media Girl, very strange that Chantal will talk about karma is going to come get everybody else and not her. Well, it was her fault for scaring Sam with the water and making him miss his jump earlier that same day. And there you are insulting Miss Hussey for no good reason. You are about to get some instant cat karma.
Thanks, Emily.
Getting sneezed in the face by a cat at close range is exactly what karma had coming for you that evening, Chantal. And to make it even better, while it was happening live, Hussey was reacting to your live stream and got to enjoy it over there, too.
Another loser with no life.
You're the one with no life.
Thanks, Emily.
You're the good for your ass. Good for your ass. Ha ha, yo. Good for your ass.
So after getting blasted by a cat on live internet television, our Chantal has to pretend that it's funny and cute when it is not, because she just got made a fool of on her own channel and on Hussey's channel because it happened live that he was reacting to her at the same time. And even here, with the greater reaction community of channels, she gets made a fool of again. So she can pretend like, oh, how cute and funny. It is not. And she tries to pretend like she doesn't care. And then after she is done with that act, she starts to get angry real quick. She sounds like she's singing, don't she? Woo, 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 woo. Hold one moment. You guys know me. I'm going to play it with no edits and get it done with. Before we do that, we're going to have some slow-mos and a little bit more fun, okay? Here we go.
Thanks, Emily. Another loser with no life. Thanks, Emily. Oh! Oh God. Why do you do this to me? Oh God. I sprayed my whole face. What do you have to say for yourself?
Stop interrogating the cat. If the cat has to sneeze, the cat has to sneeze. If some person goes ahead and sneezes, what do you say to them? What do you have to say for yourself? Dang, your personality is effing irritating. You know, I think I'll interrogate you. What do you have to say for yourself, making sure that dang walker is always in your shot? So people think that you're chronically and seriously and for real disabled, and they send you money? What do you got to say for yourself? Get that thing out of there, you cheap liar.
She sprayed me in the eye. I love you anyways. That's a good one, Ellie Bean.
Why not go wash your face? The cat just sneezed on you. So go clean your face off. What? The filthy lifestyle that you have just is revolting to the rest of us. We would all be in the bathroom like, clean off. And you just, yeah, just sit there. You know, it'll be even better. Start picking at your face after the cat sneezed on it. So Chantal just finished a performance with which she pretended it was really cute and fun to get sneezed in the face by a cat. On the other hand, she doesn't seem to be bothered by it because the rest of us would be running to the bathroom. She doesn't care. So if you think she's happy right now, please watch how fast she goes from happy to angry. It's going to be less than 2 seconds after I start the footage again. Go 1,000, 2, 1,000, and she's going to be back to angry, dropping the F-bomb at what people say about her on Twitter. Here we go.
Why is that loser twittering about my leg? Does she not have a fucking life? Worry about your own body. I love how many people are doctors. It must be this, that is...
We love how often you pretend to be a doctor, giving long lectures about subjects of nutrition and diet and exercise when you get all your facts crisscrossed, convoluted, and wrong most of the time. The very idea, Chantal, that we should sit and give attention to a blithering idiot that wants to give advice on fitness and nutrition when they themselves are almost 500 pounds and can barely breathe when walking across the floor to get more junk food out of the refrigerator. I mean, really, shut up and be quiet.
Definitely diabetes related. No, it's not. You don't know what it is. You're not a doctor. And being a nurse doesn't make you a doctor. Get a life.
How about you get a conscience and try to be a human being for a change? How about you stop trying for the past 3 years now, faking illnesses, then saying you don't have them. Faking illnesses, then saying you don't have them. And then you cover up the evidence by deleting old videos. You delete old posts. And then after you've gotten lots and lots of extra money from your idiot fans, those poor, sad, silly people who believe your lies. There's just so many people that if you want to lie, you're going to get some of them sad, silly ones to believe it. And that's where you harvest your cash from. So how about you get a conscience? You know? It's such a weak criticism to make. Get a life, get a life, get a life, get a life. You sit around there 14 hours a day watching Netflix and doing this to the cats. Stop lying to people for money, you piece of shit.
Do you understand what she's doing here? She used the diabetes bullshit. She exploited people who really have diabetes for attention on the internet. And that's what makes you a POS, Chantal. You knew you were not formally diagnosed with diabetes. You used that to help fucking attention on YouTube for people to say, oh, poor Chantal, in honor of the rage. Thank you, Kelly, for the super chat. You just can't take in anything. Depression, anxiety, binge disorder, food addiction, diabetes, all these issues, and use them to get attention on the internet. That's not how life works, Chantal. There's people out there and using your walker when you don't need it. There's people out there with real problems and you're using it for attention on the internet. That's gross, man. It's absolutely disgusting, and yes, it's gaslighting. It's more than just a fat person eating on the internet.
Jesus. She's purring, yes.
The reason why BBJ is purring is that she just marked her territory on your face. To the cat, you are like a few square inches of the ground. And the fact that you have not gone to the human water closet place to wash yourself is making the cat laugh and say, yeah, I just marked my territory on this giant whale's face, and she is not doing anything about it.
Hi, sweetie.
Smart move, Chantal. Did you guys hear her sniff hard? That's right. Bring in all that cat germs and all the rest of that filth. Let the marking of the territory be even better than it was before. Stupid idiot. Anybody else would go and wash, and you're sitting there, not only have you snorted it in, now you're going to go back to picking at your face, too.
Jeez. I'm not discrediting nurses. I'm just saying, like, everybody's like, I'm a nurse, I'm a nurse. This is what you have. Like, nurses don't diagnose people. Like, you know.
Do you really think that your half-asleep stoner chuckle, like, no, right, fine, really dismisses anybody who knows something about something? Like, all you do is vape your THC, drink your hard liquor, watch Netflix all day, and do this with the cats for 12 hours. You don't know anything. You need to be quiet and take a seat.
You're such a sweet girl. Yes.
Great now, toddler. It's time to change gears. Okay? We know all day long. I mean, you are so glad that you don't have to deal with the real world. And you can just sit there and eat garbage food all day long and get money for it. Change gears, toddler. Change gears, toddler. Come on. I'm in a bad mood now. I'm in a bad mood now. Angry toddler. Angry toddler. Bully. Bully.
Now I'm in a bad mood. Like, why do these people pay attention to every little fucking thing I do? Like, do you not have a life? Like, if you don't like me, you clearly don't watch me. Why do you obsess?
There are none of us in the reaction community who are obsessed about you, Chantal. There is nothing about your personality or your appearance that draws us to you. The thing is, we have a conscience, and you do not. It is not that you are a fat person eating food, and we want to bother you while you eat your food. You have been doing this for years now, which is you fake illnesses to get sympathy, to get more money from people who are easily manipulated by what con artists such as yourself do to them. Back in August 4, 2020, 7 months ago, I did one of my first reactions where you had, and if any of you forget it, you can just go to my channel here and go watch the video again, where you had already been carrying on for weeks, making community posts and saying things in your videos that, oh, I just got some bad news from the doctor. I'm going to have to go to the diabetes clinic, and I'm going to have to be put on a strict diabetic diet. I'm going to have to change everything on my channel. And then you said this.
So, no diabetic clinic for me. Nothing. I just, like, I'm not sharing any of that personal stuff with people anymore because it's like people just start, like, conspiring and going on Karen farms and, like, talking about my health and my life, and
that is what you do, which is to fake illness, and then you say, oh, I don't have that illness, and I never said I did. Why are you people saying this? I don't know where you got the idea from. You just want to be nosy into my life. You people are creeps and weirdos. You're all getting together to conspire against me on Karen farms and Kiwi farms, and you're all working against me just here to bully me, bully me, bully me. Why do you obsess? I just want to eat my food. See? Here I am saying it again. Why do you obsess on me? Why do you obsess on me? I'm just here to eat my food. No, you're here to fake illness and to take money from gullible people. That's what you do. And now you're on, well, what happened to your fatty liver disease? And what happened to your blood clots in your lungs? Oh, you dropped them too, huh? Now it's like, oh, I'm struggling with asthma now. And my mental illness, oh, the struggle. Like any other con artist, you admit to no wrongdoing and do not apologize for anything. And you turn everything around and send it back. And you say that you're being bullied when you're the one that's being aggressive. Why don't you just shut up and stop lying?
oh my god.
Oh my god. Stop fucking lying.
Oh my god, like, I'm definitely reporting all these channels. They're just so ridiculous.
She's talking about she's going through a health crisis 1 week ago. Today,
I'm perfectly healthy. I'm perfectly healthy. Like, fuck. Obsessed for like 3 years now. Go away. Jesus.
How about you go away and wash that filthy face of yours? Because all that you've been doing is smearing it all over and picking at it ever since that cat sneezed on you. Keep picking at it. Do not take a minute to wash your face. Just keep picking at it.
Sparks.
And smearing that cat sneeze all over it.
You said it.
Come on, Chantal, give us one more. This video is just about done. Come on. Yeah, give us a big yawn, you big toddler. Toddler sleepy. Come on, give us one more that shows that you're an adult and a lady. An adult and a lady. Come on, Chantal, do it.
Here's a booger for you. Go eat it. Just bugger off and go watch something else.
Thanks for coming by. I do appreciate it. This one was 1 hour and 9 minutes long, and it took me more than 12 hours to make it, so I'd really appreciate it if you would subscribe. Chantal's got all kinds of subscribers. Why can't I have some more? So if you like it, please subscribe, because the folks in the reaction community are fighting an evil force, and we need your support. Please subscribe to The Real Crow Shedder. He's the one that put together the reworking of the Chantal song, also known as the national anthem. There will be a link in the description, so go to The Real Crow Shedder and subscribe to him. Thanks again. Y'all take care now.